Hey guys, welcome. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about healing again. And this is not about so much the physical healing. This is about mind healing and emotional healing. And well, it can actually relate to physical healing as well, because if you have a lot of emotional stuff going on, it's going to affect your physiology. So, it's difficult overcoming a physical ailment or a physical dis-ease or an accident, but it's even more difficult when you are trying to overcome the emotional um, pain and suffering of maybe it was a trauma that you've gone through, or maybe it was a rejection, or maybe it's just you're stinking thinking, or it could be something people said or something someone did, and it really damaged you emotionally. So healing is essential for any type of success. If you are, wanting to move forward and have a happy, joyful life, because, if we have a lot of emotional baggage, then even if we're like masking it, what's going to happen is we're going to get in a situation and something's going to trigger us and we're going to snap. And we don't want to do that, because we want to be even keel and be able to handle, our employees or our colleagues at a very good, way. So we're not going ballistic on them. and that can happen if you're not healed in your own emotional baggage. So, if somebody says something derogatory to you, maybe about your appearance or about your character, or about your personality, or, anything that you feel like you have been humiliated, or even violated, mentally or emotionally, then it takes a lot of time for healing that. And if you don't heal it, it could, like I said, it could manifest into body issues, with unwellness. You can even get cardiovascular disease because you're angry and upset, or you could get high blood pressure, obesity, you can have addictions, all kinds of things could happen if you don't heal, what you've gone through. And I have one book out that it's called Fall. I did this in 2016. This is like an ebook, and it's called Falling, and I Can Get Up. So, the story and the journey about continuing after failure, and you never seem to get it right. So, this is, it's a real short read, but I did it because all the young girls out there that are looking for, someone to acknowledge them and listen to them and pay attention to, who they are as a person, not what they look like. It's all about appearance. Everything is about appearance. And if you're not, a size 2, or have the most beautiful body and just are flawless, then these girls feel empty. So now I have this to help with self-esteem, because I know how it is to have low self-esteem, because I had really high self-esteem for a while, and then things happen, the aging process, and you're not the first person walks in the room and everyone's like, wow, now it's like your yesterday's lunch. And that's what happens when sometimes, and when you feel left out and hurt and emotionally damaged, the best thing to do is go help someone else. And that's what I'm doing. I want women to know that it's okay to not be okay. We're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Even AI is not perfect. They have flaws, and they have made mistakes in their technology. So, whatever it is, in your humanness, that causes you to be you, that's amazing. And if people don't listen to you, there's always someone out there, or a group of people, or a whole team, a whole what is it, tribe, that will be there for you, because you don't need to have everybody, because not everybody is for you. There's a lot of people out there that are pretenders, and you got to be careful for the pretenders, because the pretenders are really good at pretending. They're very good at pretending. And if you're a little vulnerable and a little I don't know, gullible, I don't know, sometimes I'm gullible a little bit, but I was more vulnerable, and I trusted everyone instead of being gullible. I was more, I think vulnerable, and just trusted everybody. But you have to be careful with that. But getting back to what I was saying, self-esteem and self-image, it all comes from within. It really does. And healing, our self-image of who we are, not what people say we are, the labels that were thrown upon us, the disingenuous people that used us as a scapegoat for their own benefits, and people that have told stories because it made them feel better about who they are and what they did. It's okay, because we know who we are. And if you're a good person, and you've always been a good person, and people make you look like you're the monster, you're the bad seed, then by all means keep working on yourself and healing, because sometimes the truth comes out in the end, and people will find out the real truth. And if not, that's okay too, because you know who you are. And that's why I'm wanting to help as many of you beautiful women out there. And for one, you can get my book on Amazon, Falling, and I Can Get Up. I also have an ebook, and it's called Biohacking a Life That Does Not Suck. So biohacking your life and creating a life that does not suck. And we all want a life that does not suck. I also have meditation about creating a life that does not suck. And I want you to, reach out to me, message me, and I will give you all the information. So with that said, you beautiful, beautiful people out there, keep pushing forward, no matter what's happened to you in the past. You can lose everything, but you still have this inside. You still have your soul. You still have the person that you are, and the person that you were meant to be. And if somebody does some really, really, really unjust things and they get away with it, that's their karma. And we just have to work on ourselves and not worry about what they did or how they did something, because it all comes, most of the time it all comes out in the end, and people get what they deserve. So with that said, we have to raise each other up, and that's what it's all about, raising each other up and helping ourselves feel better during trying times and difficult times, and feeling like everything is chaotic and everything is crazy, and you don't know which way to turn now. So it's all about healing. And if we can, like I said, if we can heal our mind, we can heal our bodies, because our mind, it all starts in our mind. And if we don't feel good about who we are, then our bodies reflect that. You're gonna walk like this, you're gonna be all slumped over, you're gonna not be confident in the way you present yourself. You're not going to be making the money that you want, because money goes with how you feel about who you are. And if you don't believe that you can make money, then what's going to happen? You're not going to make money, right? So, there's a lot of ways that we can change and heal our minds and do great things in this wonderful, amazing world we live in, and not always look at the bad in this world. So with that said, please reach out to me, message me, like my page, subscribe, and go to Amazon, pick up my book. It's Falling, and I Can Get Up. And then the other one is also an ebook that if you're interested in as well. So, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye.